The best makeup remover ever. Stop scrolling because you need to see this. It's by 𝙤𝙤𝙧𝙚 and it's their cleansing balm. I'm going to show you how good it is, and it takes off every single makeup colour. So I'm just applying some of this onto my eyeshadow using this spatula. It's literally melting it away already. You can literally see that. Exact same with this side. I'm literally just going to get the tiniest bit of product and then just applying it onto the makeup. I've got my cotton pad. Now watch the magic happen. Start on the outer corner. It literally comes off that easily. I go for the inner corner now with the more staining colours, and honestly, it just comes off so easily. It takes like 10 seconds and it's gone. No staining, no mess. In about 10 seconds, it's gone.
Part 2. So yeah, there was a guy outside the window. So yes, I did lock all the doors and everything. I made sure everything was secure. I closed the blinds. So for the rest of the night, nothing else really happened other than this really weird thump. It was like someone was knocking on a window. Allow me to demonstrate. I ignored it because I was in denial that this was happening. The rest of the night was normal. The parents came home. I drove really fast home. And then the next morning I wake up. And apparently, an old man with Alzheimer's had escaped from his little home. I did not know this because it was dark outside, and even if I did see him outside the window, I wouldn't have known this. But he was naked. Naked. So it wasn't like a mass murderer outside the window, but it was a naked man with Alzheimer's looking at me through a window.
Today we're going to try the NYX Wonder Stick Contour Stick. I have tried this a while ago, but I can't really remember if I liked it or not, so I wanted to give it another go. So this is what it looks like, and it's a gorgeous shade. I'm just going to start to apply it. I'm going to stick some down here, and then I'm going to do my forehead as well, which is like my favourite place ever to contour, and then some down the side of my nose. Now we're going to blend, so I'm taking a brush, and start to slowly blend this out. Ooh, that is blending so nicely. I don't know why, but I just thought that I didn't really like this product when I first used it, because I've never really reached for it since, but this is so nice. It is just blending effortlessly. Like, it is so easy to blend, and look at that. It is so good. This is now how it's looking, and I'll definitely be using this again.
I made my teacher cry. Story time. When I was in 2nd grade, I had this teacher and she was the devil, and we're gonna name her Miss Jackson. And the reason I call her a devil is because she would say really mean things to me to my face. She would be like, "Ty, stop talking like that, you sound like a little girl." Or, "Your favorite color can't be pink, you have to choose one of the boy colors." And since I was so young, I didn't understand how serious these things were, and I didn't know I can get her in trouble. And I would go home sad like every single day. Eventually my mom noticed and she asked me what was wrong. So I told her some of the things that Miss Jackson would say to me, and my mom was mad. And my mom was like, "The next time she says something to you, say something rude back, and if you get in trouble, I'll handle her from there." So I was like, okay, I'll do it. Now, Miss Jackson was a heavy lady, so I knew if I said something rude to her, it would be about her weight. Though we don't body shame around here. We don't do that, okay? So I'm in school eating lunch with my friends who happen to be girls, and Miss Jackson comes up to me and she's like, "Shouldn't you be eating with the boys?" So I looked at her and I was like, "Shouldn't you be eating a salad?" And the lunchroom started laughing, and then she started crying.
How gorgeous is this makeup look? So I've just used the Revolution X Fortnite collection, and I want to show you what I got. So I've used the face palette, which is so beautiful. These two are my favourites. I think the highlight and blush blend beautifully into each other, and they're just a gorgeous combination. I also use their eyeshadow. This one is from the Peely palette. How cute is that packaging? I think it's so cute. You get a little mirror in there, and I use these warm tones down here with that yellow as well. Then finally, I use the mascara from the Cuddle Team collection. So nice, and I love the wand on this. Can you work out what really happened here? A man comes home from a long day at work, and he says, "Honey, I'm home." And from the bedroom he hears his wife shout, "Hi sweetie, the microwave is on and cooking a chicken dinner. Could you go and check the microwave and tell me how much time is left?" The man immediately runs out the door across the street, and he calls the police, telling them that his wife is in danger. Why would he do that, and how would he know? Let me know in the comments if you can solve this mystery.
Muffin Man was actually a serial killer. The Muffin Man is probably one of the most well-known nursery rhymes. But did you know it was based on a real story? A real dark story. In the 1800s, a man by the name of Frederick Thomas Linwood would wait in alleyways to kidnap and kill kids, luring them in with muffins. The song was later created to spread awareness amongst the kids and keep them safe, warning them about the Muffin Man, who was a danger on Drury Lane even though he was the first documented serial killer in the world. Everyone still teaches the song to their kids because not a lot of people know that the Muffin Man.
I finally got the Nivea Where It All Starts cream and I want to show you it. So look at how stunning the packaging is. I cannot get over it. Then we open it up and this is what it looks like. It actually has like a shine and it looks so pretty. So I'm going to get some out and I'm going to apply it to my face. So we're going to be using it as a bit of a primer today. Oh, look at it. And it is just rubbing in beautifully. Like it's just sinking into my skin. It feels amazing. And this is how it looks now it's all sunk into my skin. It feels so nice and it's giving me a really nice, healthy, natural glow.
So a girl comes into Ulta yesterday and she says, I need a new foundation. And I said, I am so sorry. We're not allowed to touch anyone's faces right now due to COVID. She said, well, that's fine. I'm going to go down to 𝙤𝙪𝙗𝙧𝙚 and go to the MAC counter because that's where the professionals are anyways. Now, me being the person that I am, Betty, I said, what do you think you'll find there that you won't find here? She said, well, look at those people that work for MAC. They're beautiful people. They know what they're doing. First of all, I said, ouch. I said, let me educate you for a second. No offense to anyone that works for MAC, but that's where I started. I didn't know anything whenever I worked there. Then I moved to Sephora and I learned a lot. And then I moved to Ulta and I learned even more. Now I'm a freelance makeup artist that travels for work. I do pretty well for myself. And aside from the teensy little part where you called me ugly, which we won't talk about because I know it's not true, professionals are everywhere, baby. We're all over the place.
Today I'm going to mix my two favorite foundations to see what it looks like. So we've got the IRL Filter Foundation by Revolution, and then of course we've got the Halo Glow Liquid Filter by e.l.f. These two are super different foundations. Oh my god, that's so close to being at the end now. But I love them both so much. So the Halo Glow is more of a glowy kind of foundation, and the IRL is more of a matte one, but it's super good coverage and looks so flawless. I'm gonna mix these two together using my little spatula. Now it's time to apply. I'm kind of hoping I get the good coverage from the Revolution and then the glowy, healthy kind of skin from the e.l.f. So now I'm just blending this, and oh my god, I really like it. Look at the coverage it's giving me. So this is now how it's looking, and honestly, I feel like I've got the best of both foundations. I really like it.
If you've ever used a public bathroom, don't do what she did. Once there was a girl named Angelica and she was hiding a terrifying secret. One day after using a public bathroom, she went to wash her hands. That's when someone came out of the stalls and tripped and fell in the middle of the floor. They quickly got up and said, wow, I'm so clumsy. I can't believe I tripped over nothing. But then something strange happened. The next person who came out of the stalls also tripped over at that exact same place even when there was nothing there. This person got up and said, I could have sworn I tripped over something. Maybe it was just my imagination. Angelica replied, maybe, I'm just glad you're okay. Be careful next time. Because she couldn't tell any of them the truth. She couldn't tell them that she was the only one who could see it. A woman's body lying in the middle of the floor that everyone tripped over.
I just got a parcel from Indeed Laboratories, so I want to try a few bits out with you. Firstly, we've got that cream cleanser. This is the Hyaluron one, and you're supposed to have damp skin for this, so I've just dampened this face cloth. makeup of the day. So to start off with, obviously I use the Reload by Revolution H2O primer. Been using this every day and I've been really liking it. For my foundation, I use the e.l.f. Halo Glow. No idea where I've put it, but that's one that I used. For my concealer, I went in with the KVD Good Apple Concealer. This is such good coverage, I absolutely love it. Then for my bronzer, one of my new favourites, which is the Studio London Bronzing Drops. These are incredible. Then I tried some brand new products. For my blush, I went with the brand new P. Louise Blush Palette. This is absolutely stunning. For my highlight, I went in with the brand new P. Louise Highlight Palette. I use a combination of these three at the bottom and I'm obsessed. For my eyeshadow, we went in again, P. Louise. We used the Blend Away 2022 palette. It is such good quality. Then on my lip, I used Revolution Pro Lipstick. Can you work out this riddle? First try. You're driving a bus with nobody on it. At the first stop, there were two people waiting to get on the bus. And then at the second stop, one person gets off. At the third stop, one more person gets off the bus, while three more get on. But the question here is, what colour were the bus driver's eyes? If you can solve it, send it to a friend to see if they can too. I want to show you a new concealer I have been loving recently. So it's by Studio London. It's the Flaunt Flawless Cream Concealer, and it has the best applicator. It's so flexible, so it just goes on so easily, and you just get quite a lot of product packed on there. This is how it's looking. Let's blend it. Just using this buffing brush to blend it out, and look at the coverage, and it's really, really brightening my under eyes. This is now how it's looking. Now it's all blended. Bear in mind my eyes are a little bit puffy anyway, it's just how I am, but look at the coverage. It is amazing. They're really, really bright in my under eyes as well. I absolutely love it.
I can't argue with people who don't have sisters because I always take it way too far because I never learned where the line was, because when you grow up with sisters, your entire life is spent psychologically torturing each other and then sharing Skittles 10 minutes later like nothing ever happened.
One time I had to babysit one of my neighbor's kids overnight. We're gonna call the kid Benny. The parents didn't really tell me anything when they left me alone with Benny, but they left me a note and they were like, you can only open it in emergencies. So at this point, I'm alone with Benny. It's like 11 p.m. and I told Benny, I was like, dude, you should like get to bed. It's late. Then Benny starts getting really red and he's like, no, we don't want to sleep alone. Sleep with us, please. I didn't know why Benny said us, but I was like, whatever, okay, like, yeah, I'll sleep in your room, like, it's fine. So fast forward a couple hours, it's like 3 in the morning at this point. This is the best part. Benny starts talking in his sleep and he's like, take her instead. You're not my friend anymore. I am not yours. And I try waking him up and I look at him and his eyes are wide open as he says this stuff. I was freaking out, so I went to go open the note that his parents said was only for emergencies. It just gets better. The note said, we're sorry for not telling you. Run him a cold bath. Call 911 in case anything happens.